58 is the new 28. What's cracking in the world today? Your boy just finished a 3.5 hour workout. I recorded 4 videos today. Then I went for a 4 mile walk. That walk was hard today because my legs was tired. So I was like, yo, them squats I did today was killer. When you do killer squats, your legs be gone. So it ain't no whole lot of pimping outside, bruh. I'm walking like I'm mad. I was walking like I'm doing a dance. You feel me? Hey man, I don't know how that went. I tell you what though, still got the miles in. I know run keeper was saying, why you going so slow? Cause I'm usually doing like 11, 12 minutes a mile, but today your boy was doing like 14 minutes a mile. I wasn't playing. And look, I barely had enough to get down the street. That wind started hitting me in my face. And I was like, you know what? I almost went the other way. Today was a tough walk. I felt like I was Fred Sanford walking on Sanford and Son. You know what I'm saying? I was done, man. I ain't lying. Hey, look, I cut them corners. That wind was pushing me back. I was like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with these legs, but they won't cooperate. And I was telling them legs to speed it up. I said, yo, you got the right sneakers on, man. You even got pants on so your legs ain't cold. So you should be good to go. And them legs was like, yeah, whatever. Them legs was telling me, hey, look. I was like I was a cowboy riding a horse. Them legs was telling me we ain't going nowhere. I kept saying, giddy up, giddy up. Them legs said, hey, look, I'm about to put you up. Put you on the ground. I'm about to fall down and put you on the ground. Them legs today was tough, man, real tough. I try to tell you, man. Every day, man, stuff don't cooperate with you, dog. Hey, look, for real. What's going on, Rob James? Said, how's it going, Carl? Plans for Christmas and New Year? Nah, I ain't got no plans. I don't make plans for holidays no more, man. I mean, hey, look, I got kids. They all doing their own thing. Last year, we spent Christmas in Baltimore with my youngest son and his family. But, man, I don't really do too many plans, bro. I'm kind of a loner, man. Y'all should know I'm kind of a loner. I kind of like doing things by myself. I know what I'm going to do on Christmas morning, though. Same thing I do every Christmas morning. I'm going to get up and go for that Christmas morning run. That's going to be about 10 miles. I'm going to go out there and make it happen. What we doing? What we doing, yo? Hey, look, I can't say your name, but it's pretty. It's written pretty. So hope everything is going good out there. I don't know what it say, but it's written like something. It's written like it means something. So you gonna join me on that run? Hey, look, I do these runs on Thanksgiving. I did 14.2 miles. Look, I don't be playing, man. Hey, look, people ask me all the time how I do it. I just get to it. I walk out the front door and I don't come back till I'm done. I tell myself when I leave how far I'm gonna run, and I don't come back until I'm done. You know, I do 14.2 on Thanksgiving, and Christmas I'm gonna do 10. You know, because I got other people I gotta tend to. You know, in other words, my daughter be here for Christmas, and my wife will be here, and they ain't gonna be wanting me to be gone all day. Thanksgiving is different. They was cooking, and I was out. They know I don't eat what they cook anyway. Cause I'm 100% vegan, so I don't eat a whole lot of food, bro. But what I do eat help the body. Man, I just came back. I walked in the house, man. Wind still blowing hard. Made it to the crib. I came in the house. First thing I did was come in the house and make my protein shake. Cause it's about that time. It was almost 2:30, so that's about that time. Between 2:30 and 3 o'clock, and then my last shake is gonna be around 7 o'clock. Yeah, around 7 o'clock. 7:30, about 7:45, I'll drink my last shake, and that's it for the day. That'd be 4. And so, man, shout out to Brazil. What's good, man? What's good? Fine vibe. Hey, look, that's what it got to be, dog. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let nothing bring you down. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all getting online because y'all know every day from 3 o'clock to a minimum 3:30, your boy gonna be up here. I had to make a time, man, because I was all over the place. People didn't know when to log in. They got to wait to see me pop up on their phone. And not everybody got that notification icon set on their phone, which I appreciate if y'all do. So, yo, man, we're going to get on here every day and we're going to talk about something. So all I suggest is y'all get your questions ready. You got every day of the week to get your questions ready. And then when I'm up here, bring them out, bro. Merry Christmas to y'all too, for real, for real. Merry Christmas, man. Hope y'all having a wonderful life. Hope you having a wonderful day. You know what happens after Christmas? New Year. So 2026, that's it right there. That's when we in the mix. 2026, we in the mix. Everything you wanted to do in 2025 and was afraid to do, delayed it. You know what I'm saying? Put it off for the time being. Said you didn't have enough money for it. Got to work first. All of that. 2026, we in the mix. We hitting hard in 2026. I tell people, in 2026, I'm going to change a lot of things about my own life. So I ain't just expecting y'all to change stuff about y'all's. I'm going to change stuff about mine too. First thing I'm going to stop doing is spending money. Spending money on stuff I don't need, don't want from the beginning anyway. Just be buying it just because I can. That's stupid. It's a whole lot of better. It's a whole lot more things you can be doing with your money and your time. Because those are two things you can't get back. Your time, you definitely can't get that back. You can get money back, but it all depends on how old you are. And I'm 58. I'm too old to be wasting money, right? Because I ain't gonna be able to make the same amount of money I made from 0 to 58, from 58 to whatever. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. So with that being said, we're gonna plan it out a little different. 2026, I'm going down to the minimalist lifestyle. By the end of the year, I'm going to be having pretty much almost nothing. I just want to see what it feels like, man, to look poor. To look poor, but because you wanted to, not because you had to. I might be on the corner. Instead of asking for $1, every car pull up, I might give them $1. How about that? That should be fun. Be like, hey, look, I'm not asking y'all for no money. I'm literally trying to give you some money. That's a good one, right? We got to try that one. I'm not asking you for no money. I'm literally trying to give you some money. Do I play soccer? No, but I can. Hey, look, I ain't never played it before, but I mean, gym, when I was in high school, played it in gym. I took a soccer class in college. They had like a extracurricular class that was soccer. You play for fun. But man, I was pretty good at it. I know how to move that ball around. I got a soccer ball. Yeah, man, I got a soccer ball, football, baseball, basketball, hockey ball, a hockey puck, not a ball. I grew up on sports, so yeah, I ain't good at it, but I'm good enough. I mean, I ain't gonna get played like a sucker, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna be out there. Why you play soccer? Man of editing. Man, you out there playing soccer, dog? You got them skills like that? Say, good point. You spend too much money on stuff you don't need and that don't use. Hey, look, man, that's why I told people for Christmas this year, this is the first time I ever told my kids, don't buy me nothing. Hey, you know they hard-headed. Y'all know they hard-headed. My son came home from Germany, and he was home for 9 days, and he bought my Christmas present. And when I seen the box, I already knew what it was. He bought me some 60-pound weights, 60-pound dumbbells. Them Jones was heavy, too. I ain't pulled them out of the box yet because I'm going to wait till after Christmas. The Monday after Christmas, which is this Monday coming up, I'll start using the 60s. Because the biggest weights I got right now are 50s. And I can toss them 50s up like it ain't nothing. I do shoulder shrugs, single arm obliques, and bench press with 50s. But now I'm going to move it up to 60s. I just didn't have no 60s. But I tell you what, I told the rest of them, don't buy me nothing. If you're going to buy me something, like give me some protein powder, some protein bars, protein shakes, something like that. Don't buy me nothing because I got too much stuff already. Yeah, say, yeah, you got them scales? Hey, look, that's what I'm talking about. Man of editing, make it happen, Captain. But don't see you that you're already blessed with that. More could you ask for? I don't know how the context of that is, but I'll read it out like this. I feel like I'm blessed with more than what God needed to give me. If that's what you asking, that's how I feel. I feel like I got a whole lot of stuff. I feel like I done a whole lot of things. Now I'm in a position to give back, and I don't want this stuff no more. I got a lot of stuff, bro. You don't even want to know. You don't want to look around my house. I got too much stuff that I could collect it. Over 58 years of living, I got all kinds of stuff. But I just want to kind of do something different with the life. Do something different. I'm already, the YouTube channel thing is brand new to me. This channel been up for, I think, 5 months. I got another channel, another fitness channel that's been up for about 2 years. I'm doing good on both channels. Everything is working out. You know what I'm saying? Don't got to get up in the morning and clock in nowhere. Nobody's 9 to 5. So everything is working out for me. But I'm just at the point right now where I throw money away. Y'all probably can feel me. If you're older, you definitely can feel me because you done bought some stuff you don't need, you don't want, you don't use. And I'm just trying to ask people, don't give me no more stuff. Say the things I gather are temporary. The wisdom I pass on is eternal. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I spend time. I made a video today on this channel right here, which talks about starting y'all YouTube channel. So if you haven't started a YouTube channel, you might as well go and get you one. Go and figure out what your program going to be about and just get up there and make it happen. If your program is about you and your life, then talk about you and your life every single day. Just get up there and make it happen. Because too many people are afraid. Don't be afraid. I wasn't afraid, but I just put it off. I put it off for 2 years. I could have done it 2 years ago. I put it off for 2 years. And then all of a sudden one day it just clicked and I started making videos. I ain't do it on purpose. It just clicked. Sent a video to my son, showing him some boxing techniques to do in Germany. And basically I look back about 30 days later, had 8,500 views on that video. So I sent him another one. And then I got another bunch of views on that video. And I'm like, how did I get 379, 380 subscribers? I don't know. So I just kept doing the same thing. And then I Googled one day, how do you monetize your channel? How do you get started with that? And so it said I had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. By the time they answered my question, I was already at like 700 subscribers and had like 2,500 watch hours. So I was right around the corner. So I just made some more videos. And next thing you know, here you go. And next thing you know, here I go. I got 2 channels and they both popping off right now. And I'm thanking God every day that he allowed me the opportunity to talk to people like y'all. Say you do shorts, man of editing. Well, I'm going to have to get up there and check them shorts out. Hold up. I got my phone right here. We ain't got to talk about it. We're going to go and be about it. Let's see what we're working with here. And go to your channel. Let's see. At man underscore of underscore editing. Make sure I got that right. I think I made a dash instead of an underscore. Man of editing. Yep, let's see. Okay, Coffee Man. My dog. I got you. Click it on right now, bruh. So you got to sleep? Hey, look. I don't know where you at. What city you in? What state you in? What country you in? So I can know what the timeline is there. But I just logged on to your jump, man, so you'll see me up there. Just had an amazing workout, coach. Can't lift my arms. That's how I know it was good. That's how you know it was great. When you can't lift your arms. Hey, man, my legs are so sore right now, dog, I can't sit down. If I sit down, it's like I hear my legs cracking. They cracking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing up right now. Yesterday's live stream I did sitting down because my feet were sore. I had just been out there kicking bags and running, and I do sprint running and jumping over stuff. And man, I landed wrong too many times. Landed hard too many times. But yeah, man, but that's how you know. You know. And look, I tell people all the time, I put that real work in, bro. It ain't but one way to work. People say, why you work so hard, coach? I said, I don't know but one way to work. That's hard. Hard gives me all the benefit of all the stuff that I need. Why you want to work easy? Why does that make sense? Work easy. What you going to get out of that? You know, you work hard, you make the fight easy. Jeremy77UU, what's good with you, dog? Glad you up here. Hey, look, I told y'all yesterday, I started something new. Starting on yesterday. I'm coming online every day live from 3 until at least 3:30, sometimes around 3:45. But I'm coming on. So if y'all got questions for me, please write them Jones down. Please have them ready in your mind. Have them ready on the tip of your tongue. So when we get online, we can go ahead and hit that up. Because anything y'all want to know, I'm here to tell you. If I got 58 years of experience living. So if I know anything, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to tell it to you, and we're going to work around it. Yeah, man. Baron Roaster 404 only work at 100%. It's for yourself. You, yourself, and I, you are training them. Otherwise, you just slaving for other pockets and gain. Hey, look, exactly. You understand what the deal is? Hey, man, I've been, well, y'all know I've been self-employed. I've been my own boss my whole life. I never worked for nobody. I worked in a barbershop for a guy's barbershop, but you are essentially your own entity. I just make money, and I had to pay him a commission of what I made. I made 70%. I give him 30%. So I was still getting paid. Every $1,000 I made, I was getting 700. So I wasn't mad with that. And I was only like 18 to 23. When I got to 23, I started making plans to own my own shop. And at 24, my shop opened. And so I've been self-employed my entire life. I never worked for nothing else. It went funny because I went to college and never went to work in the field I studied in college. You know, the only thing I ever done besides cutting hair is teaching karate and teaching boxing. And then, obviously, when I got my own gym, I had to learn exercise science and fitness nutrition so I could teach people how to eat and what exercises to do to build a muscle. And because people used to always ask me, how can I build a good punch muscle? Well, it's not just the punch muscle. You need legs, you need hips, thighs, then you need shoulders all the way down to your fists. So you gotta tell them the whole thing. Man, I've been in karate for over 20 years, bruh. You can answer that question. And appreciate it. I've been in karate, man, for over 20 years. First, I don't believe in I don't believe in them belt tests, man. Them belt tests, man, cost $250 every time you take a test. And after the second dan, you paying more money. By the time you get the fifth dan, you're paying like $500. You know, I don't believe in that. Because like Bruce Lee say, a belt just hold your pants up. Belts don't make you in karate. What makes you is your skills. And that's what I try to teach people. Stop paying all that money. I know people that pay $200, $300 a month to take karate. Bruh, unless you fighting and you making money, you spending a whole lot of money. Do I speak in Japanese? Yeah. Hajime. Narande. Deutsch da Musta. You know what I'm saying? Those are the words you learn when you're in karate. You got to go through Pinan, Godan, Ninan, Sandan, and Yodan. Ich, Ni, Sun, Shi, Go, Rok, Sich, Hach, Ku, Do, Ju. That's me. That's pretty much me. My favorite kata was Seisan. There's a Japanese I learned. Narande, line up. Hajime, begin. Yame, stop. So you got somebody speak Japanese somewhere near you? Hey, look, you had to learn the terms because after a while, it means that after a while, if you don't know the terms, you can't operate in class. Yeah, it's always dope to learn something new because I'm American. So to be in class, Hitch, ha, knee, ha, son, ha, she, ha, go, ha, see, ha, catch. Boy, them bring back them old days, boy. I love that mindset. The only thing I ever miss is that I got out of karate. I mean, I still fluent. I still know my karate, but I got out of it from being in the dojo. Because that's the one thing I probably would still be competing. Because I competed in karate all up until I was like 42 or 43. I was still competing. My sons was in karate. Both of my sons, they were 5 and 3 when they started. I talked to Sensei in to let my son start at 3 because basically I had taught him everything. So he couldn't say he ain't know nothing or he couldn't be teach because he was so young. But when they were 6 and 4, this is my sons when they were 6 and 4. And they was killing the game when they was 6 and 4. See all them trophies? All the medals? One was a blue belt and one was a green belt. But they got out when one was a brown belt and one was a green belt. Then they went into boxing. Yeah, we won. My oldest son, he was phenomenal in everything. And just like me and him, we competed to see who would win the most trophies. The whole thing was we always wanted to win first place trophies. And because if you win first place in kata, first place in kata, kumite, and then weapon, if you get a first place in all 3, you win a grand national. Those tall trophies you saw in the background, those are grand national trophies. That means you won all 3, and then you get a 4th trophy for winning all 3. And we did that a lot. My youngest son, He ain't win no national grand nationals, even though he was phenomenal. He didn't care for the kata. He liked weapon and he liked fighting, but he didn't like kata. So he would do it, but he would haphazard do it. You know, he would do it just to get through it. Have I been 140 my whole life? No, I have not. Hey, look, bruh, I was 140 all up until I was about 30. And then I was in karate at that point, and I realized that all the guys that I sparred against were always like, they were like Mike Tyson. It was like, they was like 210, 220, 180. And there's no damage I can do to a person being 135, 140. I can't kick him hard enough to keep him from retaliating back after the kick. So what I started doing, I started gaining weight. I wanted to get to 160 because I figured like 160 was enough for me to put some damage on him. Bruce Lee was 5'8", 160. So I'm 5'6" and a half, 5'7" with a pair of shoes on. And 160, I felt like that was enough to be able to, you know, put a little dent in it. I ain't had to damage him. I just wanted to put a dent in him. But I got to 160, 165. I was in good shape. But then when I got out of karate and started teaching boxing, you go from working out 7 days a week to only teaching 7 days a week. Because I was trying to stay in the game, but you can't stay in the game because you was doing too much other stuff. So when that happened, guess what? Drinking beer and eating cupcakes and donuts caught up with me. So then I was 5'6" and a half and had a pot belly, a little small pot belly. I wasn't really big. I was big enough, but I wasn't big. But that happens. So then I went on a diet. I went on what I call a crash diet. In 60 days, I lost 60 pounds. This was me at 201 pounds. So I really wasn't completely out of shape. I just wasn't in shape. Still had the framework, but 6 months later, that was me. I had to get it back, dog. And this at 46. This picture right here was at 45. So 6 months later, I had it back. And that's because I wanted it back. And I just refused to just keep being whatever. So then I started, obviously, instead of just teaching boxing, I started training myself again, got myself back up. And, you know, now we at 140. I'm pretty much between 140 and 145, depending on what day you weigh me. And pretty much if you just told me to just, if I was going to get weighed tomorrow and I knew I was going to get weighed, you know, I wouldn't drink 4 protein shakes and a gallon of water. You know, a gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So if you got a gallon of water in your system, if you even got half a gallon of water, that's 4 pounds. So, yeah, I could go down to 140 like that. I can go down to 140 in 24 hours from about 144. Just stop drinking water, and you won't even dehydrate yourself. Say, that's crazy. You didn't have the discipline for karate as a kid. Hey, look, my kids ain't no but one way. They was 3 and 5. And I was like, come on, dog, I'll take you to the karate studio. And my friends own the studio because I'd been in the studio. So I went there and they say, look, you going to help me out? If I give your son free lessons for you to teach. So I started teaching. Now, I knew everything, so I started teaching. And then when I put my youngest son in it, and then it just kind of became the lick. So I started doing it every day. So then I started training. But you know how it is when you get out of karate and get out of physical fitness every single day. It's easy to run a boxing gym when I'm sitting behind the desk telling everybody what to do. Say I look 10 years younger right now. Hey, look, thank God for small favors, bro. I'm trying to teach everybody up here how to look 10 years younger. So if you're 30 and you want to look 20, you 40 and you want to look 30, hey, look, stay on my channel. We're going to keep doing this thing every day. We're going to get this thing right. Somebody asked me, how do I face racism? I don't really face it. You know, racism comes to people that's pretty much out there and they have to be in a position to face it. You don't just have somebody stop you and say, hey, you're black and you're NIGGA. You know, no, they don't really happen like that. And I never had to deal with a whole lot of people. Why? Because I've been self-employed my entire life. The only thing I deal with is the bank. The bank and money. You know, anything else, it don't matter. We don't really have that kind of racism. I don't come across it like that. But I appreciate the question. I appreciate all the questions. But if you're dealing with racism, see first if you can find a new place to go. Some more stuff to do. And if you can't, then do like I did when I was a young cat. I mind my business. I stayed in my lane. I don't let words. What do you remember I learned when I was in elementary school? Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. Because they used to call you everything. Big head, big nose, fat face. They called you everything. You ugly. I don't care about them words. Them words don't hurt me. People come up here now and try to say stupid stuff, but it don't matter. I don't let it affect me. It can affect me. It only affects you when you let it. So if the racism you talking about is somebody pushing on you, then hit them with a right cross. If they pulling on you, then but if they're not touching you, keep walking. Now y'all know me. I don't believe in turning the cheek. Bat! That's what's gonna happen when I turn the cheek. I'm coming back with a cross. But you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I was born. My father told me you ain't never gonna take no L's. You can't take no L's. Say one breakfast go-to meal you prefer for all day thrive. You mean what breakfast do I tell somebody else to eat to be able to kind of get you going for the day? If that's what you're talking about, I don't eat breakfast. I'm OMAD. I eat one meal a day. Right now, I'm on a different kind of diet, which is the only reason why I'm drinking. I'm on a liquid diet. So I'm drinking protein. I'm drinking, well, it's actually a liquid and a fruit diet. I'm drinking protein, water, plant-based, vegan hot chocolate, and then I have an apple, an orange, and a banana. That's all I've been eating since Saturday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the day is Tuesday, so it's day 4. And trust me, I don't know how many days I'm gonna do. I never know. I just do stuff, man. I'm kind of crazy when it comes to dieting. Sometimes I just stop eating just because I don't want to eat. Then I come back and I'll eat pasta 7 days. Then I'll stop eating pasta and I'll start doing salads. I did a salad for 14 days, a garden salad. Cucumber, tomato, croutons, plant-based cheese, plant-based dressing. I did it for 14 days. I had a fruit week where I only ate apples, oranges, bananas, grapes, cantaloupe, and watermelon. I ate it for 7 days. I just do stuff like that. I don't know if it makes sense to somebody else, but I do it just to test myself. Somebody said I wouldn't bust a grape with a sledgehammer. Hey, look, whoever said that, I keep a sledgehammer. But I bust you in your head. I bet you that. Look, this right here, look at it. It's old and rusty. I can't tell you what I did with it, but let's just say this. You wouldn't want to touch me when I got this near me. You feel me? I keep this by me for all the suckers. Look, it ain't always about this. Sometimes it's about that sledgehammer. So you gonna put me on that Diddy diet? Hey, look, why you think I'm cute? That's why you got Diddy picture on your junk? What's good, Unc? Theodore, 71, what's happening, player? Shows arrived, it looked like. Hey, look, let him come on in here. Yeah, I called his bluff. I'll pop it with that sledgehammer in a minute, dog. People don't, hey, look, you ain't gonna hit me, pop. It'll be, it's like it's that quick. Hey, look, I don't play. I'll take the charge. If you can make it to court. If you can make it to court, you ain't gonna make it to court. A lot of people like to talk, but I don't do no talking. Where I come from, you couldn't talk. Man, I'll punch you in your face. You can do what? I'll punch you. I was just kidding, man. Oh, it's a little late now. You know what I'm saying? A little late now. It's important to test yourself. Hey, believe it. Self-discipline. That's the best kind of discipline to have. I do it before they tell me to do it. I do it before they make me do it. Man, y'all don't know, man. I've been owning barbershops my entire life, right? I used to go to work from 1996 to 2020. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only day I ever took off was Christmas. From 1996 to 2020. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Make money, but you ain't had no time to spend it. It is what it is. Like I said, I did it before they told me to do it. I never complained about not having enough. I just went to work. Your brother's a barber? Tell your brother I say, keep it popping. I've been barbering my whole life. I was able to close my last barbershop in 2020 during COVID. Well, actually, I didn't close it during COVID. The government closed it during COVID. They said no barbershops, no hair salons, no tattoo shops, no gyms. Everything closed. I was teaching at a gym, and the gym closed, the barbershop closed, but unfortunately, I didn't have to close. You feel what I'm saying? How do you develop a new habit as an adult? I can find it hard to break out of my schedule and establish routines. Hey, look, man, you got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it. It ain't no other way. I can't sell it to you no other way. I can't tell it to you backwards. I can't tell it to you in Japanese. You got to want it. You got to want it. You got to, but the man said you got to want it like if you was underwater and you don't want to drown and you fighting to get back to the top of the water, that's how bad you got to want it. You got to want it that bad. I lost 60 pounds in 60 days and then started cutting it up into a six-pack. Now I can take my shirt off at any given function and look like the star there. I don't, though, because I don't want to look like the star. I told you I was a loner. I like to be by myself, man. I like to mind my own business. But when I go to family functions and outings, you know the first thing they say? Yo, coach, because everybody called me coach. Nobody called me by my name. Everybody called me coach. The preacher called me coach. The doctors called me coach. I went to the doctor in November. I go to the eye doctor, the dentist, and to go get a physical. All in November because it's my birthday month. My birthday is November the 5th. So I go right around the end of October to the first half of November. I go to all my appointments and get all that stuff taken care of. And the first thing they say, what up, coach? I said, what up, yo? They ain't seen me in a year. They still call me coach. They don't know I'm online because I don't tell everybody. I don't tell none of these people that I hang with or hung with. They might know I'm online because they might find me online, but I ain't gonna tell them. Well, I got friends from all over the world. I don't need the guys I used to swing with and do stuff with. I ain't supposed to tell nobody. But discipline, dog. Discipline. Discipline is a crazy thing because either you got it or you don't. Either you want it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. You ain't gonna get nothing if you don't push for it. Everything I ever wanted. When I was 24 years old, they told me in my neighborhood, you can't open up no barbershop. Only old guys own barbershops because they thought they had a key to the system. I went to open up a barbershop. I owned the biggest barbershop in Hampton, Virginia, in my city, in my state, Hampton, Virginia, at 24 years old. I don't know if you know about footage, but I had 2,400 square feet. I had 9 employees. I had 5 barbers, 4 cosmetologists. I had 2 pool tables. I had a game room in the back with 5 arcade-style video games. We was killing the game. Killing the game at 24 years old. But it's all about what you want. If you want something, if you want anybody, I'm going to say, skip me. Screw what I just said about me. Anybody up here want to know how to do something? I'm the one you want to ask. Why? Because I've already done it. I done did everything I ever wanted to do in my life, and then I multiplied it times 2. So I did it more than once. So that was just to see if I could do it again. I've opened up second buildings just to see if I could do it again. So my thing is, anybody up here, if you listening to my voice, if you could hear my voice anywhere in the world, you could do anything you want to do. Anything. I woke up one day and said, man, you know what? The only thing I said I wanted to do was write a book, and I never wrote a book. So I wrote a poetry book. It's called My Pen, My Pad, My Way by W. Carl Parker. It's online. It's a poetry book. Came out in 2008. My Pen, My Pad, My Way. It's a poetry book, 108 pages, 100 poems, 108 pages. I was on a record label from 1987 to 1991. I was on a record label performing in concerts with all your favorite artists that are now big time. But they was all in different contracts. I wasn't on the same kind of contract they was on. And once I felt like the guy was screwing me, I quit. I quit at the end of my contract. And I opened up a recording studio because I knew I could. Anything you want to do with your life, you can do it. I ain't got to sit here and tell y'all and sell y'all a story, a lie, a dream. You can Google my name. Everything I tell you, you can Google my first album. It's called Me and My DJ by Cool Carl. COOLCARL. Me and My DJ. That was the name of my first album. Man, I'm tell you, man, hey, look, it can be done. Guy told me a couple of days ago, he said, you should write a book. I said, I had a book. He said, no, not a poetry book. Write a book about your life. Let people know what's possible. I said, maybe I might, because, we got all this AI stuff now. All this AI stuff. You can do all kinds of stuff on AI. AI is tricky, man. They say you can talk a book on AI. You can talk it out, and they'll put a book out on you. Maybe that's what I want to do next. I don't know. But the reality is, whatever it is, you can do it. Anything. Because I did it. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to pull this up. Because I used to have a picture of it on my phone, but I stopped having a picture of it. I don't know why. This is my first record. I know it's backwards. Urban Beat is a record label. Me and my DJ by Cool Car. It's backwards because of the way the internet is. And when you're doing a live stream, everything come out backwards. Yep, that was 1987 to 1991. I was voted most likely to succeed in high school against all the football players, basketball players, and baseball players. I was voted most likely to succeed. At the time, I was a rap artist. This is a copy of my book, My Pen, My Pad, My Way. You can see it's backwards, but that's it. My pen, my pad, my way. I just screenshot it so I can have it on my phone. It's funny because I don't talk about this stuff to nobody. Why? Because it's in the past. I was like under 24 years old when I did all that. Because when I was 24, I opened up my first barbershop. Let's see. Are you Mike Tyson's brother? No, Mike Tyson from New York. Motivation is like a short-lived fantasy to some people. To some people. But to the right people, you know how to make it work for you. Everything I tell y'all, I did it myself. If I tell you how to throw a punch, I landed it before. If I tell you how to break a jaw, I landed it before. So the bottom line is, everything I'm telling you is the truth because I've done it. I've been poor. I ain't had no money. Then I had so much money I couldn't even count it. I used to call my sons in the room and say, listen, I'm going to give each one of y'all a job. They said, what you want me to do? I said, I want you to separate all these bills. Separate the hundreds from the 50s and the 20s. Then when you separate it, we're going to count it all together. And then I would always trick them up because say it was like $3,742. Well, the $42 was an odd number. It didn't go with 100. I lock everything down by hundreds. So anything out of that, I say, here, y'all take it and split it. If it was $97, I'd be like, it's $97. I can't use that. Split it. I needed to be 100. And so I did. That's how I would always give money. I just kept my kids with money. Mainly because they needed it. They deserved it. And that's why when my first barbershop opened, they were born. My first barbershop opened when I was 24, and my son was born days later. And so after that, when my second barbershop opened, my oldest son, I believe, was 5, and my youngest son was 3. And then we kept going from there. And at that point, when they turned like 10 and 8, I had them come to the barbershop, and I showed them how to sweep. If you know anything about barbershops, it's a way to sweep so that you don't be in the way of the customer or the way of the barber. You got to learn how to pull it back, pull it out, and then sweep it out so that you don't hit the feet of the guy I'm cutting or hit my feet or anything like that. So I showed him how to sweep. And the other son, I showed him how to clean the bathroom. We had a bathroom with a toilet, sink, and a mirror. Men and women's bathroom. So I give them all the stuff to clean. At the end of the week, they only had to do it on Saturday because Monday through Friday, they was in school. But on Saturdays, they come to the shop in the morning with me, and then they stayed all day. One swept up, and the other one kind of just straightened out the chairs and stuff like that, the people chairs for the clients to sit in, and then they cleaned the bathroom before we left and cleaned the window before we left. And every time they came, I give them $20 each. And they was young. So $20 to somebody 10 years old is like $100. And then, as they got older, I started doing different things. I mean, we did everything, man. I thank God for my life because I ain't had to have this life. Trust me, I should have been shot. I should have been stabbed. I ain't lying. I would have stabbed me. If I knew me back in the day, I would have stabbed me right in the chest. You know what I'm saying? I was a tough dude, man. I was the wrong guy to hang with. So with that being said, I learned. And when you learn something, you do something different, which is why I'm here, which is why I'm talking to y'all. So to tell y'all that whatever you're going through right now, you don't have to keep going through that. Whatever you're missing right now, you don't have to keep missing it. Whatever you haven't made right now, you can make it. What ideas you have, you can implement them. You want to go to college, go to college. You want to go to trade school? Go to trade school. You want to be successful? Be successful. Only be successful because you want to be. So people talk about difference between motivation and discipline. You need it all. You need motivation, discipline, consistency. You need some people, association, assimilation. You need some people around you that make sense. You can't hang with thugs if you ain't gonna be on thug. In other words, you can't be a nickel hanging with a dime. You got to be a dime to hang with a dime. So that's how I go. But look, I appreciate y'all being up here for real, for real. I appreciate y'all adding to the conversation for real, for real. I told y'all I'm gonna come up here every day at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And whatever I got, I'm gonna give it to you. Q Kid, what is good? What's good? Mel Skippy, what's good? What's good? Glad y'all up here. Add to the conversation. What y'all want to talk about? I still got some minutes. I got like 15 minutes left. I'm going to be up here for 55 minutes total. I'm at 40 minutes and 55 seconds. But I'm glad y'all up here. I got people texting me on my other phone. People say I called you, you didn't answer. I wonder if they knew I was live streaming. But now they know. Now they can click in and see what we're talking about. Hey, you subbed? I appreciate it, yo. Hey, look, whatever you need to know. Remember, I'm going to be up here every day at 3 o'clock doing a live, Monday through Friday. 3 o'clock doing a live, Monday through Friday. So we're going to make this thing work. We're going to definitely make it work. So anything you need to know, I don't care if it's about boxing. I got 20 years of boxing. If it's about karate, I got 20 years of karate. If it's about putting out a record, I've been on a record label. If it's about putting out a book, I done wrote a book before. If it's about chasing women, I did that before. I ain't gonna tell you how that's gonna turn out, but I can tell you how to do it. If you're a woman and you're trying to get out of being chased, I can tell you how to do that too. Be here if you can. Just know that I'm gonna be here. For whenever you get here, I'm gonna be here waiting on you. We're gonna work this thing out. You wanna know how to diet? I don't know, a lot of people up here asking me how to lose weight. I got diet plans, I lost weight. I'm in the best shape of my life right now at 56 years old. So with that being the case, 58 years, I'm screwing up my own age. I said 56, 58 years old. Oh, and if you don't want to be healthy, drink some water. This right here, spring water from Harris Teeter. So Harris Teeter, if y'all watching, I'm posting your spring water. Man, I drink a gallon of water a day. To be in the best shape of your life, you got to put that water in your system. No matter how much protein I drink, no matter how many vegetables I eat, how much food I eat, I drink a gallon of water every day. Why? Because your body is 80% water. And you want to keep your body fully nutritioned. Everything in your body is like, it's like a car. If you don't have oil in your car, your engine won't run right. If you don't got water in your body won't run right. You need water in your kidneys, water in your lungs. You need water in your body and to make your bones, keep them cracking. Hey man, my parents told me I spent 2 years in the belly. I don't know how that's possible. 2 years with a belly. Yeah, I understand that. I had my belly for about 6 years. But what they mean when they say you spent 2 years in a belly? I don't know. I never heard of nobody not being born, and that 2 years it's 2 lifetimes. It's 2 9 months. Say 2 9 months as a baby, and you're on to the next. You got 2 months into the third baby. So you were sleeping. I don't know. Maybe they meant two cartoon years, where time stands still. But look, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Make sure y'all hit that notification icon so y'all can be notified every time I drop a new video. And remember, anybody up here that's looking to start their own YouTube channel, I got a video I put out today called Get Your Own Channel. It's on this channel right here. It's talking about getting your own channel. How to get your own YouTube channel. Go and build your channel. Don't build it and then send me the link so I can log in. And we can all have some fun together. Look, this ain't just about me. This is about y'all too. I don't want to be the only one up here surviving, thriving and surviving. I got plenty of room for somebody else. Tell y'all how to do it. All you got to do is get your cell phone, get you an email address, log on to YouTube and come up with a great name. And then start putting out content. It could be about your life. It could be about your art. It could be about your skill. It could be about your pain. Somebody in the world is going through the same thing you going through, looking to get the same answers you got. So the bottom line is you can sometimes show somebody. Look, when I first got online, I did not know that people wanted to talk about boxing, karate, dieting. They want to talk about life. They want to talk about boxing talk, just about life. So when I realized this is what we want to talk about, we had conversations about it. That's how you get people in your channel. That's how you get people to subscribe to your channel. Keep pushing. Yes, sir. Sending love from North Korea. Man, you way out there. But guess what? We right here, right now together. Ain't that funny? I was talking to somebody yesterday from Ecuador. I don't even know what Ecuador is. I just know it's a place. But he was in Ecuador and I'm in Virginia. And we talking at the same time about the same thing. Ain't that crazy? Somebody told me they was going to show me a picture of this guy that lived down the street from them in Melbourne, Australia. Said the guy looked just like me. Hey, look, we all got a doppelganger somewhere. We all got a doppelganger somewhere. Look just like you. Hope he don't act like me. We don't need two of me out here. We don't need two of me. One of us going to get punched in the face, and I wanted to be him instead of me. Be like, that was the other one. Say it's bad over there. Where you at? You can't send food to certain places, man, unless you on an organization. They'll stop that food at the border, player. So you used to watch these twins from Virginia when I was younger. They called the Hodge twins. Where they from? What part of Virginia? No such thing as excuses. You can't send food over the border, dog. Plus, it'll get bad before it got there. Food don't last. I can't send you a honey bun. It ain't gonna be no good when it get there. Plus, when you go to the post office, the first thing they're gonna say is it perishable? Meaning, will it spoil or rot? So you don't know where they from? The Hodge, what did it say? Hodget. Hodget. Wait a minute. HOD Hodge twins. Say North Korea got food, man. Let's see. Trying to find these. Let's see. HODGE. Oh, wait a minute. It's called the Hodge Twins Funniest Moments. Oh, okay. The Hodge Twins. Say their funniest moments. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna have to lock in on that one. I like funny stuff, man. I'm subscribing to their channel right now. I don't know where they from though. You know, people say Virginia and they think we all in the same place, man. Virginia is crazy. It's crazy big, bro. You can go 8 hours and still be in Virginia. No, I never practiced Tai Chi, dog. I just practice. I do 52 blocks. I do Taekwondo kicks. I have some judo and some Aikido moves, takedowns, and basically just Shorin-ryu, which is what I studied for years. Trying to figure out how to. My phone trying to take me in directions I didn't want it to go. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. All right, hold on. Google. Let's see. HODGE. Twins. Let's see. They 49 years old, the Hodge twins. Let me see if they say where they from. Let's see, Wikipedia. Let me see. Oh, they from Martinsville, Virginia. Nowhere near me. Let me see. It's 4 hours and 15 minutes away from me. So it's like another place. And they look funny. I'm on People Mod. I just logged into their channel and I just subscribed. I subscribe to people's channels just like they subscribe to mine, dog. Yeah, Martinville, Virginia. That's like that's a long distance away from here. 4 hours is like up there by Maryland. Look more country. It says on a community on the south side. It's a county. Yeah, that's way from here. My city look more like a city. Yeah, that's why we got so many New Yorkers down here. Look more like a city. New Yorkers came to here, boy. When we was in high school, you get a guy from New York, he loved it here. They come here, it's just like New York. It's like they call it a mini New York. Same atmosphere, same type of people. Yeah, but I'm on them though. I'm on them. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the North Korean guy. I guess he's still up here somewhere. But I'm gonna pray for him because you can't send food, man. I can't send food to first of all, you can't mail nothing to North Korea. If you go in the post office, they got restrictions on what we can do in America. We can't mail stuff to other countries like that. I think it takes almost 3 weeks to mail something from here to Germany. And Germany is it's got American bases in Germany. No, I don't necessarily believe or not believe. It's kind of hard to either or. I just listen to people. Everybody got a story. But he wasn't asking for money, he was asking for food. But I seen people outside the store, bro, and they be like, yo, man, can I get some money? I said, what you looking to buy? They said, I need to get something to eat, dog. I said, I'll buy you something to eat. I can't give you no money, though, but I'll buy you something to eat. He said, cool. I said, come on in. Pick out something. Get you a sandwich, get you some chips, and get you a drink. I buy your stuff before I buy my stuff. Because I tell them a lot of times I don't carry cash no more, man, because you can get stuck up like that. I carry a debit card or a credit card. But look, I appreciate y'all being up here, real talk. Thank y'all for being up here. Thank y'all for the dialogue. Thank y'all for the conversation. Please remember, I'm going to be up here Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock for at least 30 to 45 minutes every day, Monday through Friday. So y'all can come up here and y'all can hit me with the questions. Y'all can tell me about stuff that y'all got going on in your life. Please use this as the forum for your new community. This is a new community where we can get up here and we can help each other. If you need questions answered, if I don't got it, I hope somebody else up here have it. If you got answers for somebody else's questions, please do not be afraid to give it to them. That's why we up here together. But once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28. I almost forgot my age again, man. That's how crazy it's getting. I've been so busy, I forgot I had a birthday. But look, with that being the case, I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. So please stay safe. Thank y'all for the subscribing. Thank y'all for the conversation. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the comments. And please don't forget to hit that notification icon so y'all can be notified every time I drop in again. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side because right about now, your homie is out. Holla!